Karela, bitter melon, is one of the most nutritionally powerful vegetables you can grow in a backyard garden. Packed with iron, vitamin C, and natural compounds that support blood sugar regulation, it has been a prized crop across Asia, the Caribbean, and Africa for centuries. And here's what surprises most first-time growers: it is far easier to grow than it looks. Today we go from kitchen scrap seed all the way to a vine loaded with harvest-ready Karela. And we cover every professional secret along the way. Let's begin. Start with a fully ripe Karela from your kitchen, one that has turned orange-yellow and soft. Split it open and remove the seeds. The mature seeds are wrapped in a bright red gel coating that is natural and completely normal. Rinse the seeds clean under water and lay them on a paper towel to dry for 3 to 5 days. Here is the professional germination step most beginners never use: scarify the seeds before planting. Gently nick the hard outer edge of each seed with a nail file or rub lightly on sandpaper. Then soak in warm water for 24 hours. This two-step process, scarification followed by soaking, breaks dormancy and lifts germination rates from 50% all the way up to 90%. Plant the seeds pointed end down, ½ an inch deep, in warm, moist seed mix. Expect sprouts in 5 to 8 days. Karela is a tropical vine that loves heat and full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours daily. It thrives in temperatures between 75 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit and struggles below 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So wait until your soil is genuinely warm before planting outside. Two main types are widely grown. The Indian variety, dark green, narrow, and deeply ridged, produces intensely bitter fruits perfect for cooking. The Chinese variety is paler, larger, and milder in bitterness, excellent for beginners. Both are aggressive climbers and absolutely require a trellis of at least 5 to 6 feet. Plan your trellis before anything goes in the ground. Plant marigolds at the bed edges to deter beetles and whiteflies. Beans nearby add nitrogen to the soil Karela feeds from. Never plant Karela near potatoes. They share several fungal diseases. Karela wants rich, loose, well-draining soil with a pH between 6.0 and 6.7. Work in generous finished compost, a handful of neem cake to protect roots from soil-borne pests and fungi, bone meal for phosphorus, and perlite or coarse sand for drainage. Karela roots are sensitive to waterlogging. If your soil holds moisture, raise the bed or create a slightly mounded planting row. When transplanting seedlings, handle the root ball gently and plant at the same depth it was growing. Do not bury the stem. Water in with diluted seaweed solution to reduce transplant shock immediately. Then mulch the base generously with straw or dried leaves. That mulch keeps soil moisture consistent, which is critical. Karela plants that experience dry-wet cycles drop their flowers aggressively. After transplanting, Karela establishes its root system quietly underground for the first week. By day 10, new leaf growth resumes, a sign roots have taken hold. True vine growth accelerates from day 14 onward, with tendrils actively reaching for the trellis. Guide them gently in the first week. After that, Karela climbs powerfully on its own. Flowers appear from day 30 to 45. Karela produces separate male and female flowers on the same vine. Male flowers appear first and in far greater numbers. The female flower is easy to identify. It carries a tiny miniature Karela fruit at its base before it even opens. Bees are the primary pollinators, but if fruit set is poor, hand pollinate by transferring pollen from a male flower directly into an open female using a soft brush. First harvestable fruits are ready 55 to 70 days from transplanting. Karela needs consistent moisture, about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week. Always water at the base, never on the foliage, to prevent fungal issues. During the vegetative phase, feed every 2 weeks with nitrogen-rich fish emulsion or compost tea to build strong vine growth. Once flowering begins, shift immediately to potassium and phosphorus. Banana peel tea, peels soaked in water for 48 hours, applied weekly at the roots, encourages strong flower set and fruit development. Crushed eggshells worked into the soil surface provide calcium that strengthens fruit cell walls. Wood ash sprinkled lightly around the base, no more than a handful per plant per month, adds potassium and slightly raises soil pH if it has dropped too acidic. Rice water applied at the roots once a week introduces beneficial soil microbes that improve nutrient uptake naturally. The most damaging Karela pest is the fruit fly. Females lay eggs inside developing fruits, and the larvae destroy them from the inside out. Hang yellow sticky traps near the vines and use a protein bait trap mixed with a small amount of organic insecticide. Remove and destroy any fruit showing puncture marks or soft spots immediately. For aphids and whiteflies clustering on new growth and flower buds, neem oil spray every 7 days is highly effective. Spray early morning or evening, never in direct midday sun. Powdery mildew appears on leaves in humid, poorly ventilated conditions. Improve airflow by thinning dense vines and apply a baking soda spray weekly as prevention. Downy mildew, which causes yellow patches on upper leaf surfaces with gray mold underneath, requires copper-based organic fungicide applied at the first sign. Root rot from waterlogged soil is the most preventable problem. Well-draining soil and consistent, moderate watering eliminates it entirely. Harvest Karela when the fruits are firm, fully sized, and deep green with slightly raised ridges. This is peak flavor and nutrition. Do not wait for them to yellow. Once yellow, the flesh softens, the seeds harden completely, and the bitterness becomes overwhelming, even for experienced cooks. Always harvest with scissors, cutting cleanly at the stem. Never pull or twist. Here is the professional secret that doubles Karela production. Harvest every fruit at peak green stage without exception, and do it every 2 to 3 days once the vine is in full production. A Karela left on the vine too long sends a hormonal signal that slows new flower formation. Keep every fruit harvested on time, and the vine keeps producing continuously for 10 to 14 weeks. One well-managed vine on a 5-foot trellis can yield 40 to 60 fruits across a full season. That is the real harvest, not one picking, but a season of consistent abundance.